Hey folks, it's Dave back here, and we're breaking out the golf clubs tonight. Even though it's rainy and cold, and I think it's in the 30s over here, or very low 40s. So we need to do something fun tonight, and we're gonna play some golf. All right, so I'm setting this up right now, and this is a Roberto Chiavini game. Now, I haven't played some Roberto Chiavini in quite some time. They're very fun games. They're usually quick play games, but they're very, very enjoyable, I might add. And I'm almost set up, ready to go. And I think we are ready. And yep, I think we're good to go. Okay, so we are playing today. Let me just make sure I got my chat room up so I can say hi if anybody has any questions. All right. Okay, so we are good to go. I am playing, well, it's got a couple different names here. Heroes of the Masters, okay? But it's also Heroes of the Majors, okay? So what it is you can play round by round. So here's your round by round table, okay? Each player has a rating, and you just roll dice, and you get the round score. However, what I like is you can play this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? On the next page. You can play this hole by hole. And that's what I'm going to be doing here tonight. I like the hole by hole better. Alrighty. And I have a couple of different yearbooks they're called. So I have the 1981. And what you got here is you got the golfer's name. I'm playing Augusta. It tells you the par, 72, and all the par for each hole, if you will. Each player has a round 1, 2, 3, and 4 score. They also have an average score if you want to use that. And they have the whole score at the end, okay, their whole rating. This is between C and E because these are the best guys, if you will. So when we go to our thing here, and hopefully it's going to show us that. Yep, it does. All right, so you're going to see what we have here. We have Nicklaus, Kite, Watkins, and Suzuki. What I wanted to do is have a couple of the better guys, a middle guy, and then a bottom guy according to their ratings. All we're going to do is roll some dice. We're going to roll these. We're going to get a number 2 to 12, and that'll determine what our whole score is. 2 is the best. 12 is the worst. 12 is called the disaster. So you don't want to get the APA 66 roll. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in the scores as we go along, and I'll try to keep track the best I can. And let's play 18 holes with some of the guys here in the 1981 Heroes of the Major set, yearbook, if you will. And let's get going here, okay? And I'll try to explain as I go, but it's real simple. Again, this is all it is. It's just rolling dice and adding the scores. Okay, so we're going to start off with Nicklaus. It's hole 1, and this is just an Excel sheet that I did. That does not come with the game. That is me, something I created here in Excel. All right, so I am looking at column C. Again, there's A through H in my columns. Obviously, the A is the best and H is the worst, if you will. So we're going to be using C for Nicklaus. So let me roll the dice. And let's see what we got here. So we have a 7, and a 7 is going to be a par. So Nicklaus comes up with a 4, and he will be even par right now. Okay, so right now we'll just call him even. And we'll go capital E. I'll try to keep track as we go. All righty, and that's it. That's all there is to it. So Kite now rolls. Right, let me get out of the way here. So Kite will roll. And he will get a 7 as well. So he's a C, and we already know a C is a 4. And so he will be even as well through one hole. So now we got Lanny Watkins, and he is, well, he's a D. So we're going to have to look at a different column. In a 7D, well, that'll be a par as well. So Watkins picks up a 4, and he will be even. And now Suzuki, now it's going to be tougher for him. This is column E. Okay, so now now you trim one off the par and you add a bogey and even a double bogey here. All right, so here we go. Suzuki, a 4. That's pretty good, and he will keep up with the pack. A 4 on column E is a 4. So everybody pars this one here. We don't have any winners. And let's go to hole number 2. Now, this is a par 5 here at Augusta. And let's start off with Nicklaus. And he will get a 7. And again, 7C, that's a par. So he'll pick up the 5. Not good, not bad. He'll remain even. And now Kite. Let's see if anybody can put some distance between themselves and the pack. Ooh, we have a 4, a 4C, and that'll be a birdie. So Kite will pick up the bird, so he'll get 4, and he will be -1, I believe that's going to be. And so now we're going to go to Lanny Watkins. So nice bird by Kite, taking the lead. And we have a 6 on D, a 6D, and that'll be a par. So he'll pick up a 5, and he will remain even par. And it's Suzuki now. Suzuki. And 6 off of column E. Oh, he'll stay in it. He'll pick up a par as well. And so after 2 holes, Kite's going to be in the league. So we'll roll Kite first, as they do in golf, right? We'll roll the guy who got the better score. So we'll roll Kite first, column C. And Kite is going to pick up. Ooh, now that's a special, right? So I got to make sure I'm on Kite, column C. That's special. So I need to roll the dice again. And, well, it's a 5. Okay, you got to roll the 10-sided dice. And a 5 says that's an eagle. 2 to 5 is an eagle. So that'd be what, a 2 on a par 4? Really? So Kite on this par 4 will pick up a deuce. Somehow, some way, he either hit the green and tapped in or he chipped in. But he'll pick up a deuce, and he's going to move to -3 right now. That's going to be tough catching him. So someone else is going to have to roll that special. But he picks up an eagle here with a roll of a 5. All righty, so now we're going to go back to Nicholas. And he rolls an 8, and that will be a par for him. So he'll come up with a 4, and he still remains even. Let's go to Lanny Watkins. Can he make up any ground here? Oh, he's going to get a special. Oh, look at this. A 1 is an albatross. 3 under. So does that mean he sank it? He got a hole-in-one on a par 4? That is nuts. So Lanny Watkins rolls the 2. That's a special. And if you roll the 1 on the special die, a 1 is an albatross. That's 3 strokes under par. So he's going to pick up the hole-in-one. Lanny Watkins with a hole-in-one, and he will tie the game on that crazy stroke. Imagine that. So we got 2 specials. So this par 4 here on hole number 3, I'm not sure what happened, but Watkins and Kite are going crazy here. So Lanny Watkins with a special hole-in-one on a par 4 on the albatross. That's awesome. Suzuki, can he roll a deuce? Oh, no. Suzuki with an E rolls an 11, and that's a double bogey. So Suzuki's going to cash in with a 6, and that's going to put him 2 over. So that's where we stand after 3 holes. It's a tight race here as Kite and Watkins have an amazing hole. All right, so Watkins is going to go first. He got the hole-in-one. So let me make sure I put it on Watkins here. So this is a par 3 now. A par 3. And that's an 8 on a D. And that will be a par. So he'll pick up the 3. And he'll remain at 3 under. Kite will go next. Kite rolls a 10. The C10 is, just a par. So he'll hang close. So he'll get a par as well. Nicholas up next. He's still even here. He has not made a move yet. An 8. And he gets another par, so he remains even. And now, this guy over here, who had a par, and double bogey, is in some trouble. So Suzuki, here on the par 3, a 4 though, and on an E, that's good for a par. So he'll get the 3, so he'll remain 2 over. All righty, so we're going to go back to Watkins here, has the honors, if you will. As I'm just taking a look at my scorecard, make sure I get everything right here. I think so. All right, so here we go. Watkins on the D. A 10 here on the par 4, and that's going to be a bogey. So he will pick up a 5 here, and that's going to drop him down to -2. And we go back to Kites. Kite with a 7 on a C. We know that's going to be a par, so he'll pick up a 4, and he will not change. Nicholas now is even, so we need to get Nicholas going here. And a 9, and that's a par, so he is going to tap in with a 4. And now Suzuki, who's 2 over right now. Let's see what Suzuki can do. And a 9. And a 9E, and that's a bogey. So he will pick up a 5 here, and he will go to 3 over for the tournament. So Nicholas shooting all pars here, right? I probably should have swapped the par in the hole so it makes more sense, but that's all right. All right, so hole number 6, and it's going to be Kite this time is going to go first because he picked up the 4. So Kite is the leader. 8C, and that will be a par. So he'll pick up the 3 on the par 3, and he'll remain 3 under. Nicholas going now. All right. Nicholas still even. And a 5. And he will get, just missed a birdie, but he'll pick up the par. So he'll keep pace. Now I'm going to go to Watkins. Watkins with a 4, a 4D, and he'll pick up the bird. So Watkins will pick up the bird here as he had a nice tee shot and a little tap in, and so he'll drop down to -3. And now we have Suzuki trailing everybody here. He's the +3. That 6 on hole 4 really cost him. And now it's a 9, and he'll pick up another bogey. So he's going to tap in for a 4, and he'll go to 4 over. So let's go to hole number 7. And who's leading off here? The 2. Watkins with the 2. An 11. 11D is going to be a bogey. So here on the par 4, he'll pick up a 5, and he's going to drop back to -2. And let me see, who's going to be going up next? We'll go to Nicholas. And a 7, and we know the 7 is a par, so he will hit a 4. He's just parring along here. He's not increased or decreased anything. Kite now. A 10, and he'll just eke out a par the hard way. So he'll remain at -3. He is our leader right now. And Suzuki comes up, and a 4 for Suzuki with an E, and, well, that's good for a par. So Suzuki a par on the E, and he will remain at 4 over. So let's go back to, we'll start with Nicholas. All right, so Nicholas will kick off. Carrie B comes by. Yeah, trying a little golf here tonight, something just relaxing here, just kind of kicking around and have some fun and roll some dice. So we're going to start with Nicholas and 8, and that will be a par, so he'll pick up a 5. Nicholas still even here. We're going to go to Kite and 8, and he's a C as well, so that'll be a par, so he'll pick up the 5. Now Suzuki needs to try to make up some ground here, but it's going to be tough for him. And a 9, and he's going to get another bogey. So on this par 5, he'll pick up a 6, and he's going to go to 5 over right now. And we're going to go to Lanny Watkins, who's -2, trailing the leader by 1, and a 6D, and he'll pick up the par here on the 5 as well. And so that's where we stand after 8 holes. All right, so we're almost halfway home here, and we're going to kick it off with, we're going to go with Nicholas again. We'll just start at the top. And we have a 6, and he will pick up a par here, so he will be even here. He just parred every single hole. Kite will come up now. Here's Kite. And Kite with a C and a 9, and that'll be a par, so he'll pick up the 4. So Kite will remain at 3 under right now. Now we're going to go to Watkins, Lanny Watkins. An 8 on a D, and that'll be a par, so he'll pick up the 4. And now Suzuki, who's trailing the pack by quite a bit. Can he get something crazy here? No. He will pick up the bogey, right? So he's column E with a 10. That is a bogey, and so he will move up to 6 over. So if I'm correct, that's what I have right now. So let me come over here and transpose this. -3. -2, and 6. So that's what I think I got for scores right now, as I'm kind of keeping my tally, if you will. Alrighty, and Carrie just picked up Golf Nuts with Augusta. I have that, and I just haven't played it that much. It was fun. What I did play, I did enjoy, and I should pull that out again. Alrighty. So who's got the honors here? We'll stay at the top with Nicholas here. All right, so Nicholas will kick it off here. He's still even. Let's see if he makes his move coming back in. Nope, a 7 is going to be a par again, so he will remain right where he is. We'll go Kite next. Let's go right down the line. A 7, that's a par as well. Watkins trailing by 1. Lanny Watkins, a 7 on a D. He gets a par. And now Suzuki off of column E. Can he get a low roll? No. He will bogey again. And Suzuki moves to 7 over right now. And we go back to Nicholas. Can he make his move? A 5C. Nope, that'll be a par. So he'll pick up a 4 again. Tom Kite now. Tom Kite. And 8 on a C. That'll be a par. So he'll maintain his one-stroke lead. But it's up to Watkins. Can Watkins do something here? No. Watkins will barely tap that in for par. So he'll remain at 2 under. And Suzuki, 10. And he's going to bogey again. So now he's 8 over. Not having a good day here. Excuse me, at the Masters. All right, let's go back to Nicholas. And that's going to be a par on the 3. So he's not made any moves. He's just parred every hole right now. Kite. And 8. And that's going to be a par as well. So he'll do that. Watkins, can he make his move? Can he get something low here? Yes, he will. And he will tap that in for the bird. And so on the 3, on the D column, is a bird. So he'll get 2. And he will tie Kite for the lead here at -3. Or 3 under, if you will. Suzuki's kind of blown his chances here. He's going to need something crazy. And an E9 is going to be another bogey. So he's going to miss the putt and pick up the 4. And Suzuki's going to go to 9 over here. So let's go to Watkins now. He has the honors. Philip says go Golden Bear. Yep. It's a close one right now. Watkins a D7. That's a par. So on the par 5, he'll pick up a 5, and he won't change. Let's go to the top here to Nicholas, who's still running even par here. And 8. And guess what? It's another par on the par 5. Tommy Kite steps up now. And a 10. Oh, he just taps in for par. Yeah, that's a C10. Yeah, he barely taps that in. He almost missed that. And so now here's Suzuki, who's pretty much given up right now, and he's hitting the clubhouse. Oh, but hang tough here. In E3, he'll pick up the bird. He will birdie this one here, and so he'll drop to 8 over, and he'll get the honors here. So Suzuki will roll here first on hole 4. And now it's another 9, though, so he's going to bogey this one, so that'll be a 5, and that puts him right back to 9 over. So we'll go up here to, well, we'll go to Watkins because he got the 2. So Watkins will roll here. He's tied in the lead. We have a D11, and that's a bogey. And he will hit the 5 and drop back to -2. And we'll go to Nicholas now. Nicholas. A 7. That's another par. So he is still even. He's parred every hole. Kite in the lead. Kite. A 7. And he gets the par as well, so he won't move. So if everything's correct here, this is where we stand. Kite at -3. Watkins 2 under. Nicholas even, and Suzuki way over here. So let's go up here. We'll start at the top with Nicholas. And this looks like a golf game in your wheelhouse. This is fun. This is like I say, the Roberto Chiavini games are just a handful of dollars. And it's usually just 1 or 2 charts. And in this case, I'm going hole by hole, so I use the second chart. And it's just fun. And you just roll the dice and keep score. And this is just kind of one to do tonight. Just something nice and relaxing. All righty, and I'm almost done, too. That's how fast it plays. All right, here's Nicholas. Can he make his move? No. And that'll be another par. Nicholas having trouble here. Kite with an 8, and that'll be a par as well, so he gets a 5. Here it is now. Watkins, can he come through here? Watkins, no. He will tap in for a par on the 5 as well. Here at 15, Suzuki, he's out of it, but he's still playing, and he will bogey again, so he will pick up the 6, and Suzuki now is 10 over. Suzuki not having a good Masters round here, if you will. You know. Here we go. And who's going to roll first? We're going to go back to Nicholas. A 9. He will par again. Nicholas just cannot make his move here. Kite will go now. Ooh, we got a special. And a special 6 for Kite on a par 3. Hang on. Hold the phone. Hold it. A 6 is a birdie. So on the special roll, we get a birdie. And so he will get a 2, and he will go to -4, and that might be good enough to take this tournament here. Watkins, what can he do? Watkins has got a hole-in-one here. He might need another one. Oh, no. That is terrible. That is a bogey, so he's going to fall back to 1 under, and he is in some trouble. So, Suzuki, though, and he will pick up a birdie as well. So Suzuki will tap in for 2, and he'll drop back to 9-0. Would have been funny if he got the hole-in-one, but that is that. All right, so Kite will start 17 here, the par 4 17, as AP comes by along with Gus and Philip and Carrie. Just kind of playing some golf here tonight. I'm not sure if I'll do anything else after this. I'd have to set something up, but just wanted to play some golf here tonight. And so we're going to start off with Kite with a 9, and a C9 is a par, so he'll get the 4. He will stay 4 under. Let's see. We're going to go up here to Nicholas this time. Suzuki's next because he had the other 2. All right, so Suzuki. Oh, Suzuki with a double bogey. He's going to hit a 6, and he's going to go to 11 over. So Suzuki, this is a round he's going to want to forget. A 10, though, for Nicholas. And, he will tap in for par. So he's still even. He has not gone up or down the entire game. Watkins now, last gasp. No, he'll get a par. And so that's where we stand right now. So a 3-stroke lead for Kite as we come down the wire. So we'll let Kite go first because he's got the 4 and the 2. So Kite will kick it off here. All righty. And we have a 7 for Kite, and that's going to be good enough for a birdie. He just played that nice and safe. So he will finish 4 under, if my math is correct. Yep, he will. All right, so let's go to Nicholas now. Oh, and he's in trouble. He's in trouble. And he's going to miss. He's going to put it in the water. And this is disaster. 12 is a disaster. And Nicholas is going to shoot a snowman. And he will finish 4 over here as he falls apart at 18. Sorry, folks. It was. Stroke Saver. I think Juckett told me about that. I think that's the one he told me about. I haven't played it yet. He was supposed to send it to me or tell me where it was. I might have downloaded it. I just don't know if I played it. All right, Watkins now. He needs a hole-in-one. He needs a 2. And then he needs... It's going to be tough to hit a hole-in-one here, but he did it before. He needs another hole-in-one. So he's going to need a 2 and then a 1. He needs all 1s. If he gets all 1s, he ties the match. Nope. He will get a par, so he will have to settle for his 1 under. Right, and now Suzuki will finish this up here. And Suzuki, a 10, and he'll bogey this one here to give him that, and that is that. So, if I'm correct, that's our final standing. So, congrats to Tom Kite, who wins the Augusta Open here on my my fun little replay. Hope you enjoyed that. That was kind of fun. Something a little different, if you will. Just kind of getting some golf here on the channel. I can't post the comments because I'm in my other software here, but Roberto Chiavini games. They're fun. They're light. They're like a little snack. You can just kind of play them and have some fun. That was fun. I like hole by hole golf. I'll be breaking out the History Maker golf pretty soon. I know that's going to be coming up here on the channel as we get into the golf season. Right now it's 39 degrees, so it's not really golf weather over here. There's some guys I play hockey with, and it's like going golfing. They're like, nope, it's too cold. What can you do, right? What can you do? So anyway, thanks for coming by, folks. I'm Dave. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll set something up in a little while and play some baseball or something. I got to see how I feel once I put all this away. But I wanted to kind of get something a little different on the channel tonight, and golf is a little different. So that's, again, Roberto Chiavini game, Roberto Chiavini games.com, I believe is the website. Go check it out. And, yeah, he's on Facebook, too. The group's on Facebook. Go check out some of his games. They're inexpensive, and they're fun to play. He's got, like, all these different sports, and they're really fun. They're really quick games to play. So, all right, I'm Dave. Maybe we'll see you in a bit. If not, we'll talk to you later this weekend. Bye-bye.